Hi guys, almost good afternoon. We're about a quarter to noon right now. Just got done with the 11 o'clock show this morning, and I wanted to give you an update as we issued a tornado watch, not warning, for about a third of our counties, maybe a little more than that. That goes until 4 p.m. today. So first up, we not only have the tornado watch, but we also have a wind advisory still in place for that same kind of sector of the viewing area. We have been all day dealing with gusty conditions. We've seen a 61 mile per hour gust in Lorain, which I point out because that is one area where we have had reports of some trees and downed telephone poles and wires down in Lorain. That was on East 36th. So if you live in that area, I would say maybe avoid those roads until crews can get that cleared up. That's actually with this most recent line of storms that's pushing through. So that's not even to say what kind of damage may have been done earlier as this 61 mile per hour gust showed up. Other than that, we've seen shy of 60 at Burke, mid 50s at Hopkins. Mansfield's seen almost a 50 mile per hour gust today. So here is a look at where that tornado watch is until 4 p.m. It's the highlighted red counties. We've also, on top of that, got the wind advisory in place for nearly the same counties. That is not to say that it won't be gusty outside of this wind advisory. It's just to say that those wind gusts may not reach the advisory threshold. Another thing to note, I think maybe why they're probably seeing some downed trees, is that we have had a decent amount of rain in the last 24 hours. Some locations have likely picked up more than an inch or so. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our last 24-hour rain accumulation. And when you get a lot of rain, of course, the ground gets pretty soggy, right? Especially if it's an older tree, you might see those with a gust like this start to fall just because of the roots in the soft ground. Let me see if I can get this to load here. So that is, there we go. All right. So you can kind of see we've had some light to moderate rain, picking up more than, oh, that's tornado watch. We want to see inch and a half almost there near Canton or just south thereof. So that's kind of a look at those higher end totals of how much rain we've already raked in, and we have yet another band of showers and storms pushing through. So let's go ahead and pull up Stormfroc's radar here if I can get it to load for you. Let me go ahead and back it up there. There we go. So we initially saw one band of showers and storms push through. That one is really starting to die down as it makes its way towards the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. It had some rotation within that line and was the reason for the issuance of the tornado watch. This line right here, which is slowly moving, but moving nonetheless, off to the east, little bit less, threat for strong gusty winds is going to be the biggest issue with this this line of storms. So something that we watch for when we're keeping an eye out for tornadic rotation is we look at this product right here. We look at our storm relative velocity. And I want to point it out to you because I know some people get pretty nervous when a watch is issued. So what we watch for is when you see two spots that have really close together these green and red colors. Now there is none within this cell right here that looks to be concerning, and off to the west where that additional line of showers and storms is, nothing that looks particularly concerning to us. So I know that looking at that you might be saying, what is this? But it's just showing the direction of wind. And so the reason that the eastern counties versus the western counties have that tornado watch is because we have what's called shear. We've of course got the instability, we've got kind of all the ingredients that you need for thunderstorms, but in order to see rotation you need wind shear, which means what fuels that rotation. So that's what we're kind of watching for. And as far as these storms right here, none of them are severe at the moment. Okay, that's not to say that this line of storms couldn't pick up in intensity as it heads further east, but they're gusty thunderstorms nonetheless. So here's where they stretch from. Further north, you've got Avon Lake, Lakewood seeing some moderate to heavy rain. Strongsville about to encounter some heavy rain. Medina getting some heavy rain as well. Lighter rain showers as you head towards Canaan and Congress. Worcester, a few pockets of heavy rain there as well. And then let me zoom it out here, heading down towards Millersburg, same kind of scenario. Now this yellow box is south of our viewing area, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning further south. If we also take a look at our wind gusts, our current wind gusts, and I've said this morning a couple times, but it doesn't really matter if you have a thunderstorm over top of you or you've got sunshine. The winds are kind of picking up and pretty gusty anywhere. So you've got 35 mile per hour gusts in New Philadelphia, 26 mile per hour gusts in Akron-Canton area. These are significantly lower than what we were seeing earlier this morning, but that's not to say they can't pick back up. So we know that the environment 77 and east is kind of more conducive to the stronger storms, the gustier winds, etc., and even potential for rotation, which we're not seeing right now. I just want to stress that one more time. Now, if I go ahead here and pull up our futurecast, this gives us a look at what we can likely expect as we go throughout the day. Models have been a little back and forth as to their handling of these storms, so you can see that this doesn't quite match up with what we've actually got going on satellite and radar, right? Heading into the next probably 2 hours or so, I'm going to keep an eye on that same line of storms that's just west of 77 as it makes its way towards the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. Just in case if it intensifies at all and we do see a severe storm, that would be your best chance to run into it. Beyond that, could be a little drizzly, a little showery, still a little breezy as our winds begin to shift after that cold front clears out of the area. Once that happens, we're going to introduce some cooler temperatures. And let's go ahead and pick this up where we left off overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. So if you are going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, maybe you are heading out to the parade, I would say bundle up. Temperatures are going to be a little cool at that time. The parade kickoff is at 1. But some of you may make it into the 40s for the afternoon highs. Winds will be variable. Plenty of sunshine though. Tuesday, we start to warm back up, and by the afternoon, we will be in the 60s. So let's back things up here really quick and take a look at our SPC severe weather outlook. This just gives us a look at where we're most likely to see strong to severe storms if they do fire off. This is not a guarantee. Keep in mind we already have had one severe thunderstorm in Stark and Portage counties in that highlighted slight area. So on a scale of 1 to 5, you've got marginal, which is a low risk. You've got slight, which is about a 2 out of 5. Enhanced, which is a 3 out of 5, so on and so on. Now there is an enhanced risk in Pennsylvania and just for a small sliver of our far eastern counties over that Ohio-Pennsylvania border. So that just means that is where you're most likely to see severe weather if it decides to fire off. I'm going to go ahead and throw up your 8-day forecast here for you so you can take a look. And I'm going to pull your guys this up on Facebook so that I can see if anyone had any questions regarding the forecast. I can answer those for you right now before I head off here. Okay, so someone asked, is Parma and Garfield going to have a wind advisory expired at 2? So yes, the wind advisory that is still in place is set to expire at 2 p.m. today, but let me go ahead and take a look. They may have peeled back the area that Parma is in already. I'm going to pull this back up again. Okay, so yeah, Cuyahoga County, the wind advisory is until 2 p.m. So then it should be expired. They may expire it a little bit earlier if that line decides to speed up a bit, but as of right now, it goes until 2 p.m. And then someone said in Amherst, electric is out. There's heavy rain blowing winds. It has eased up. So yeah, that would be with that line of showers and storms that was clearing through. So this is what we can expect as we go through the day today. Someone asked about Akron, same scenario. This is that line of showers and storms that we're watching. It's moving east. It's fairly slow moving, I will say. It's not super speedy. We wish it was. Get out of here. But the most lightning strikes, which is a sign of kind of stronger storm versus just rain or no rumbles of thunder at all, would be from Brunswick down towards Montville and then up towards Avon Lake and Westlake there as well. So again, all moving east. No severe weather at the moment. However, they have expanded a severe thunderstorm warning into the New Philadelphia area, Tuscarawas County, until 12:30. So there is no active weather there at the moment, but this line, which you see right here, let me pull it up real quick, hang on. Right here. So this line has gusty enough winds, it's headed east, that they have decided to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Tuscarawas County. So no active weather yet, but give it another half an hour or so, and you will likely start to see those wind gusts pick up and the showers and thunderstorms pick up as well. It was issued for the wind gusts, so no hail detected. That's good, but you could see some damage to roofs, siding, and trees. All right, if anyone has any additional questions, go ahead and drop them. Someone asked if there was a tornado warning in Richfield, and no, there is not. Let me go ahead and pull up the National Weather Service really quick. No tornado warnings at this time. So, but we're going to keep an eye on it, and if one does fire off, I will be in the Weather Center until Meteorologist James Paris gets here later on. He will take over, so we will have you covered all day, regardless of what weather you're experiencing, okay? Any more comments, I will go ahead and address those in Facebook. So I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your day. Stay dry, and hold on to your hats.